Hey everyone, Sky here to discuss The Secret Life of Pets 2, featuring the voices of Patton Oswalt, Kevin Hart, Harrison Ford, Eric Stonestreet, Jenny Slate, Tiffany Haddish, Lake Bell, and Dana Carvey, and directed by Chris Renaud and Jonathan Duvall. Now, let's just get it straight into this. I did see the movie, don't get me wrong, I'm just saying, let's just get straight into this. The movie starts with Katie and her two dogs, Max, voiced by Patton Oswalt this time, and Duke, returning voice of Eric Stonestreet, meets a man named Chuck, and we get to going to years later where Katie marries Chuck and eventually have a baby named Liam, who Max is reluctant about him at first because he tortures the poor doggy. Later, after Liam shows affection to Max and Duke, Max's feelings soften up to when he becomes overprotective of Liam, even over him leaving for preschool. I'm liking the story, and the animation looks great on a 4K screen, and unfortunately, I'm not laughing or having as good a time as the first film, but hey, it's comfortable at best. I found it hilarious when Snowball, returning voice of Kevin Hart, as he's dressed by his owner like a superhero and calls himself Captain Snowball and is pretending to fly, and we get John Williams' Superman's theme score, and that was a good crack up, I will admit. Max scratches for fleas and it forces Katie to take him to the veterinarian to lower Max's symptoms due to his fears, and has a hard time getting his ball underneath the table, poor doggy. Max's luck changes when Duke tells him the family is taking a road trip out of the city, which is cute, but again, it's comfortable. Max, Duke, Katie, Chuck, and Liam reach a farm that belongs to their Uncle Jeff as they have a family reunion, and I like the farm scenes. That's one of the three plots I like the most because we get a new character, a Welsh sheepdog named Rooster, voiced by Harrison Ford. Yes, Han Solo Harrison Ford. After the incident with the farm's sheep, Rooster, who apparently is the farm dog, takes Max out to find one of the missing sheep that ran away. That's a baby size, might I add. And his teaching and encouragement to Max, acting unafraid, prompts Max to successfully retrieve the sheep, and that's why I like Rooster as a character. He has encouragement, and he was a nice presence, despite this is Harrison Ford's first animated film. Rooster allows Max to stay with him overnight as a result of and before departure, and Rooster gives Max one of his bandanas as a souvenir, and I liked when Rooster was having a goodbye moment, and at the end, and this is something he says after the credits, and where he says, "Okay, moment's over." That kind of worked for me because he's an old-timer dog. Before Max left for his trip, he had entrusted his favorite toy, Busy Bee, to Pomeranian Gidget, returning voice of Jenny Slate, and I personally thought what happened to the crush she had for Max? Because it was missing here, which was my biggest problem. Gidget loses Busy Bee in a cat-infested apartment with an elderly lady known as the Crazy Cat Lady, and she has no choice but to ask Chloe the cat, returning voice of Lake Bell, to give her some lessons on how to be a cat, so she can sneak in the cat apartment easier, and with the help of guinea pig Norman, she successfully retrieves Busy Bee. And they have a plan I liked because it was funny in a comedic way, and that is she caught a laser dot in the process, and is revered by the cats as the queen of the cats. And honestly, that was my least favorite plot of this movie, despite I like Gidget. I usually have problems with cats and dogs in the same room and same screen every single time, because I go with dogs more than cats. Sorry, cat people. But don't get me wrong, I like cats too. Chloe and Snowball meet Shih Tzu Daisy, voiced by Tiffany Haddish, who, in my opinion, both the character and the actress kind of bug me half to death. And she explains she needs Captain Snowball, and I honestly didn't care for that character. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna say it. Daisy asks Captain Snowball to assist her with rescuing a white tiger who doesn't speak anything except for tiger, named in which Daisy encountered at the airport by an abusive owner of the circus named Sergey, voiced by Nick Kroll, who I'm not a fan of either, but his accent was fine at best. Daisy and Captain Snowball sneak in and find the circus Who is in, and Sergey's wolves get taken down way too easily, and they begin to find Snowball and Daisy and track them down, and having pet wolves is kind of a scary situation. So guys, don't get wolves as pets, because they're dangerous, and I hate these wolves as villains of this movie. But admittedly, they have come up with something new. And same with that monkey. I don't like the monkey as a villain either, to tell you the truth. Captain Snowball and Daisy take Who back to Pop's place, and Pop's returning voice of Dana Carvey reluctantly lets Who live with him and his class of puppies at first, but due to his destruction of his apartment, Who is kicked out of the house, or the apartment, let me say. So he, Daisy, and Captain Snowball, hide in Max's apartment, which is a bad idea, and so is messing with the circus. And that's when this movie's plot comes in, and it's very short because this is 86 minutes long. Max and his family return from the trip and all, but Max falls asleep and finds the trio, and that's when it becomes pointless to watch this movie at best. Sergey and his wolves track Daisy down, and she with Who get captured by Sergey, and they go off escaping in his train moving for the circus. So Snowball, Max, and Norman, the guinea pig, pursue the train and contacts Gidget for assistance, and the chase, and which will be random when the monkey gets there. The cats take the crazy cat lady off in a car, which very convenient. Snowball, Max, and Norman defeat the wolves and Sergey's pet monkey while freeing Daisy and Who. And Max uses his newfound bravery thanks to Rooster as he successfully infiltrates the train locomotive. Sergey is in. That's when the movie becomes too convenient. The rest of the animals go and kick Sergey out of the train, and Gidget did take him out with the cat lady's car and offers the animals a ride back home. Life resumes normally with Liam's family saying goodbye and Liam as he enters preschool, which was a cute ending. And we see funny videos of pets having a good old fun time, and during the credits we have a scene with Snowball doing his panda rap, which was pretty funny in a cute kind of way, I must say. Now it's time for the rating. I'll give this movie a 5.8 out of 10. This movie is cute, but not as good as the first film. The plot in the first film was much better, and I like the animation style, but I probably will not own this on 4K like I have the first film on 4K. But it was fine at best. So I'd like to thank you guys for joining me for The Secret Life of Pets. And until next time, okay, moment's over.